A new feature for those of you who have watched the feature table before. New software updates messed us up. We could not stream yesterday. You'll notice that down in the bottom right corner, there is a great camera showing the commentators. That's a new feature that we've got going on.
15,000, 30,000 with a 30,000 ante.
Go ahead, Keith.
So guys, thanks for joining us here. We're live from the feature table, courtesy of Eric Anderson. We are at Spirit Lake Casino and Resort here just south of Devil's Lake, North Dakota, the Dakota Jim Dandy Poker Festival. Right now we are streaming the final table of our Saturday Mega Stack event.
And I will let you know if
and what an event it was. 184 entries alongside 160 add-ons, creating a prize pool of $55,000 in change. We're down to the final 10 players, and one of these guys is taking home $14,000 and change.
Now, I've got this listed as a $400 tournament. In actuality, it's a $200 tournament with a $200 add-on. Yep. Jerry, you want to jump in here? All right, perfect. Here's Jerry.
So the way we had this tournament formatted, thanks a lot, Eric, by the way, for getting all this up and running for us today. Hopefully it's a long day of streaming. And so this tournament was a $215 buy-in initially, and players were allowed to do one add-on per buy-in, so $415 would have started you with 50,000 in chips. A lot of players did that. A lot of players re-entered and added on, and the prize pool ballooned in a hurry. And that's how we ended up where we are, 14,000 and change up top for one of these 10 players. I'll give you a rundown of who is in what seat and how many chips they are starting with.
Looks like this live stream started a couple minutes early here. It was supposed to start at 10:07, but
it looks like it's 10:07 right now. Yeah.
Yep, sure is. What a time to be had here.
Yep.
So looks like we got action here. Garrick raised up to 90, which is 3 times the big blind. We're playing 15 and 30 right now with a 30K big blind ante. And Denise, Cam, and Josh all made the call. So 4 players to the flop here. Flop comes queen, 4, deuce. Ace, 8 of clubs for Denise, currently the best hand. She does not have control of the pot, though.
Yeah, Garrick, the pre-flop aggressor with the ace-3. He does flop a wheel draw looking for a 5. Thinks an ace may be good as well. He's going to go ahead and fire 180K, a nice healthy bet. Looking at these other 3 hands, I'd say it's probably going to get through. Indeed it does. So Garrick, he started this final table with 1,175,000, and he didn't get that many chips by folding. He's a very active player. Shows aggression as soon as he senses any weakness whatsoever. So he's got a great shot today at picking up that $14,000 first place prize. In the 2 seat there is Josh Chandler. He started this final table with 645,000. In the 3 seat from Grand Forks, Chad, gimme those wages. Looking for his best tournament score of his career. In the 4 seat there, Cameron Law from Minot. Chad Wages, by the way, came in 3rd in chips, 1,305,000. Cameron Law, 1,060,000 to start this final table. Galen Robertson in the 5 seat, is he here yet? I don't know if I even saw him.
Yeah, he just walked up.
Just walked up, okay. Galen Robertson came in 2nd in chips, 1,430,000. In the 6 seat there, Denise Miller, she's working with a short stack to start, but anything can happen. It all starts with one double up, 340,000 chips for her.
So it looks like Eric Hanson here raised to 90K with Jack 10 of spades. Josh from the small blind called. And now we're on Chad Wages in the big blind. If you guys are looking at the chips here, the blues are worth 5Ks. And then the lavenders are worth 25Ks. Flop comes ace, 5-8. Josh, far and away the best hand here.
Yeah, top pair, 10 kicker. Nobody else picks up a pair. Eric Eric Hanson with the Jack-10 of spades, though.
He's going to continue his story here, make his C-bet of 120K. I'd imagine Josh will call here and Chad will get out of the way.
Yeah, Josh probably doesn't want to bloat the pot just yet.
So Josh did make the call, Chad folds. So I'd imagine, I don't know if Eric's going to shut down here on the turn.
Yeah, he picks up 0 equity with that 5 of spades.
Yep, and Eric's going to basically give up here. He did river a jack, though. So
that is bad news. I think he's going to pay off a bet.
yeah, if Josh goes for value here, depending on if it's a thin value bet or I'd say if he bets, I mean, less than pot, you know, it's going to be on. He's going to check. He's going to check minus. So I do think Eric would have paid off a thin value bet probably.
Yeah, the way hand played out, Josh doesn't have to have an ace there.
Yep.
All the time. Eric probably would have paid for a little information. So breaking down the rest of this final table. Eric Hanson there in the 7th seat. He came in as your chip leader, 1,480,000. From Billings, Montana, right next to him, Nick Owl.
What's up, Nordy? We got Nordy in the booth here. How's it going?
Hey, how you doing, guys?
Good, good. We are just kicking off this live stream here. It started promptly at 10:07. Perfect timing.
Yeah, we should be all good to go. No more technical difficulties.
Oh, look, Eric. Eric Hansen has 8-4.
Nice. Get in there.
Oh, he folded. Looks like the only real hand here is Cam and the big blind with ace king. Oh no, Wes, sorry, he's got ace king as well.
Yeah, Wes came in as a short stack, 95,000, just 3 big blinds.
Yeah, looks like he's going to move all in. Most likely be a chopped pot here. I can't imagine that.
Well, Denise Miller does have pocket threes, and she came in short as well. We'll see how she's going to proceed if she wants to come along. But the other ace king, which is Cam, is certainly going to try to squeeze her out of it.
Got an all in a call on future table.
So Wes did move all in with the ace king. Garrick with the queen 10, he made the call. And it looks like Cameron Law, sorry, Chad Wages. That's back to Cameron Law.
2 fold, 3 fold, 4
Sorry,
fold.
2 fold, 3 fold.
We'll see if he wants to take the route of trying to eliminate a player or isolating that strong hand and going heads up.
So Cam's going to 3-bet jam here, or 3-bet here, not all in.
So Denise does get out of the way with the 2 threes.
Background to Garrick, though, he does have a decision here.
6 folded
Yeah, Garrick with the queen 10.
and 1 call. I'm going to pull 95 from each player into the main pot.
Oh, Cam did make it 195. Not a huge 3-bet.
No.
So Garrick decided to peel the queen 10.
The rest goes to the side pot right here.
Wes, Ronhold all in with the ace king. 2 players on the side
Two left
here.
on the outside, 3 remaining action. Action starts
Flop
with
goes queen 10
4
7.
sets.
Queens and 10s for Garrick. Cameron with the ace king. 2 overs and a gut shot to the nut straight. He's definitely going to continue, I
One
think.
bet, 170,000.
Especially with Garrick's reputation. He's very, very prone to open up with marginal hand, but this time top 2 pair. So he does lead 170K. Cameron Law makes the call.
Wes is probably thinking he's going to be out here unless a jack comes.
Yeah, Wes is thinking I'll take a jack anytime you're ready to.
It's a scare card there.
Yep, 3 diamonds on the board. Nobody has one.
One bet, 350,000.
A diamond not going to scare Garrick, though. He does not want to go into check. See what happens mode. He's going to fire a healthy bet, 350K.
And I can't imagine Cam will continue here with the naked ace king.
Yep. Cameron Law does get out of the way.
One wins the side pot. I need to see both.
So nice side pot for Garrick and Wes Gronhove.
He's got
looking
4 outs.
for a jack on the river. And it's a 5 of spades. So he will be our first casualty of this final table. Came in with 3 big blinds. picked up a nice hand, but not meant to be for him. Garrick, Bacher up from Williston after that pot, I believe. Chip leader.
So Keith, I can't tell you how happy I'm here to be in this commentary booth with you now that it's working.
I appreciate being here with you too. We tried to give these viewers as many witty quips as we could yesterday, but unfortunately the audio wasn't working. Here, just
fell on deaf ears. So.
Yep. So hopefully the scenarios arise today where we can just really just give these viewers what they want.
They want the action. They really do.
Once again, thanks to Eric Anderson and the feature table. He's been working tirelessly, and I mean tirelessly, the last few days. Back and forth on the phone with this guy from Australia who actually invented this feature table. They had some computer issues, some software updates. They had to get a whole new computer at the last minute. And he rigged it up today where we are actually streaming, sharing our screen here. Not how he originally had it set up, but we are live. Commentary and audio is all working. We're happy to be bringing this final table to you from Spirit Lake Casino and Resort.
2-fold, 3-fold, 4 calls. 5 checks.
It's just a limbed pot here, blind on blind, folded around to Cam. He completed with 6 deuce, Galen check with Jack 10. Goes check on the flop. Cam's got a gutter. About it. Oh, there's the gut shot. Sure, he'll just bet here, and Galen will get out of the way, and that'll be it.
There's somebody working an action tracker. The dealer calls out every action, 2 folds, 3 bet 60,000, and they're inputting the action tracker every single bet, every single action, and the table keeps track of the cards, and it knows the chip amounts as soon as.
Yep, they had all had their chip counts done. They entered it in the computer. So
we are on a 15-minute delay, and we did just go live on Facebook, so we'll be sharing this.
Also Twitch and YouTube.
YouTube as well at the feature table. So.
And then after this final table is over too, we will stream the $300 championship event today. Basically, how that works is a different group of players moves to the feature table every 2 or 3 levels. So we do stream the entire tournament pretty much. Besides the breaks, obviously, so players will get a chance to be at the feature table as opposed to just only the final table participants being able to experience it. Nordy's calling it now. He's going to make the final table here tonight, so you can probably check back tonight about 10:07 p.m., I would imagine.
That's a good line.
Good line for the final table.
The tournament today is a good one. It's a $300 buy-in for 60,000 in chips with 1 single entry. Our Sunday tournament back in July was pretty good, about 90 players.
Yep, and that was just a single.
That was a single freeze out.
Yeah, no re-entry.
It'll be a nice prize pool today for these players. We are doing a $1,500 player of the series, and whoever wins this tournament is going to be leading that with just the Sunday tournament to go because his first place prize is so large, $14,000 in change.
You may have one back card or something that not be picking up. There are 10 of them cards, so we feel them once in a while.
Yeah, they started at 11 a.m. yesterday, and
play down. Said we're going to play down to the final table or 1 a.m. and it was like 12:30. It was about 12:30 when it was over. So then they just backed up and came back, and we restarted these guys at 10 a.m. You know, so they'll have plenty of time, obviously, to get into the $300 tournament.
Yeah, that's
here.
what we wanted to for sure. Because these guys know they'll be in the hunt for player of the series, so they're definitely going to want to hop in this Sunday tournament.
Late registration's open until approximately 5 p.m. in the $300 tournament, and you get 60,000 in starting chips, so you won't really be handcuffed. So we had, for this tournament, we ended up having 184 entries
alongside 160 add-ons, so the prize pool was $55,000.
Which was, 344 total buy-ins when you include entries and add-ons.
Yeah, 344 total buy-ins.
It looks like we'll definitely have some action here.
Yeah, the ace-queen for Josh, pocket jacks for Eric Hanson.
But Garrick in there, he's Garrick's chip leader, correct?
Chip leader with the king 7 of clubs.
He's going to open it up here and make things interesting.
3 volts, 4 volts.
Josh did make the call there with ace queen, but now we're over to Eric Hanson with pocket jacks.
7 set raise.
Looks like he is lining up a 3-bet.
380,000 is the bet.
Yes, he did 3-bet to 380,000. Back around to Garrick, the pre-flop raiser. I believe, yep, Garrick folded. So now Josh here found himself kind of squeezed in this situation with ace queen offsuit. See what he decides to do. Yeah, I could see him shoving, folding, or calling. Couldn't blame him for any of those moves. It looks like he will just lay it down. He didn't want to risk everything there.
Yeah. He knows he could be up against ace king, as well as pairs, queens, kings, aces. Ace queen's called the parking lot hand for a reason. He doesn't want to go there just yet.
So like we said, this stream is on a 15-minute delay. Also, players are not allowed to have their phones at the table. So on break, they could go and check it out. They could go and see the hands of some players and maybe get an idea. But as far as watching, on a 15-minute delay themselves, they do not have their phones at the table. See, Garrick's a creative player. He loves the king 7 of clubs, hates the king 7 of diamonds. Got rid of it there.
He knows his suits.
Two calls, 3 calls, 4 calls, 5 calls, 6 calls.
So Josh gonna limp in there, it looks like, with the king queen of hearts, which is going to cause Galen to limp. The 2 blinds there, Eric and Nick. Can you see this flop as well?
Josh flops an open ender here and 2 overs, and top pair, top kicker for Galen. So I'd imagine we'll see some action here.
Yeah, Nick with the dirty diaper there, 3 deuce.
Yep. Get out of the way.
I don't think he's going to be involved in this action.
Bet of 80,000 by Josh. Galen will make the call.
A lot of spicy turn cards out there. 8 of clubs is not one of them, but I don't think Josh is going to get rid of it just yet. This game really fires huge.
They go check on the turn. Ace on the river, Broadway for Josh.
Talk about an action card. Aces and jacks for Galen. Josh with the nut straight. It's not about if, it's when these chips go in the middle, how big this pot's going to be. The board is paired, so the alarms will be going off for both players. A straight is there, obviously. Galen, though, aces and jacks. Not the river card.
2 bet, 230,000. 5 call, what you got?
So a bet and a snap call. Galen's going to see the bad news there. Broadway on the river for Josh Chandler. He's happy to scoop that pot. There you see our chip stacks. Garrett can lead with just under 2 million chips, 64 big blinds. Denise Miller on the short stack, 145K.
Blinds are up now to 20K, 40K as well.
Yeah, they came in with about 16 minutes left of this 15, 30K level. That's when they bagged up yesterday.
Broke at 5:30.
And we got a new dealer in the box, Kyle Carrico. He's got some experience dealing on the feature table.
So Denise does have pocket jacks here. She is the short stack with only about 4 big blinds. So I'm sure she's going to be getting it in here. We'll see if she has any customers. Just like Chad Wages there. He opened up to 80,000 with ace-7 offsuit. Cameron Law with king-9 of spades made the call. And there it is. Denise moves all in for a total of 145. Back around to Chad. He is going to make the call. I imagine Cam will just call it well. So Cam does make the call here, so Denise is going to have to be 2 hands here. She'll be able to triple up here if she can do it.
We almost saw a flop. Having some visual difficulties here. Oh wow, what a flop. Cameron Law, king-9 of spades flops top pair. He's got some backdoors. King kicker. Chad Wages. Open-ended. Denise, though, the best hand with the pocket jacks right now. And I think with this all-in from Cam, it's probably going to get Chad Wages out of there, knowing there is a player at risk. But in his mind, he could have 8 clean outs to make a straight. Somebody should go talk to Eric.
I just sent it to him.
Oh, you did. Oh, perfect.
Yeah, pot odds are not very friendly here for Chad to call. I mean, there's $1 million in the pot. Just under $500,000 for him to call. He might think an ace is good here, but still. If he hits the ace, he might think it's good. 5, 10, or an ace.
Oh, okay. What's that? Interesting. Did that just pop in and out?
I think it's done 4 times.
Yeah, it's been about a couple minutes since I started doing it.
So Chad did lay it down here. Denise, a big favorite here to triple up. She's going to have to fade another 9 or a king as it sits.
Ace of clubs is a safe card out.
King on the river. Wow. For Cam Law to make 2 pair to send Denise to the rail in 9th place. She'll cash for $1,375.
Yeah, nice run. Down to 8 players just like that.
And Twitch and YouTube as well.
So you can see on the screen there about 8.5 million chips in play. last time he clicked and it went right away. I was just going to see if it would again. Yeah, I don't know if we're muffled when this is going on too, because the audio out there is different.
8 all in. 9 full, 1 full.
So Nick, I'm not sure how to pronounce that last name, A-U-N-E. He's all in with the ace-king of clubs. It's back to Eric Hanson.
Eric's got pocket deuces.
Pocket quacks, Jerry.
Quacks.
Couple of ducks.
So he's looking to go duck hunting.
He is looking to go duck hunting. Just share the page too.
Oh yeah, it's just over.
I'm just thinking that that didn't help. Okay. No, this is what's being.
Eric cards.
They can't see us in the box anymore? Okay.
One all in.
Sure.
All in call. 2 full.
And it looks like the chip leader, Garrick Baytrip, in a great spot to bust Doug Yankton. Ace-king of clubs versus the ace-queen for Doug. We could be down to 7, just like that. Unless Doug find a queen or some other type of shenanigans. The flop does come queen 10-7. Needs to fade a king or a jack still. 10 on the turn and a 7 on the river. So ace-queen for Doug Yankton. Spiking that queen on the flop. He is going to stick around here, keeping us 8-handed. Single reach. 6 hours or so.
Jaden should be out there taking registrations, doing payouts too. So obviously Doug Better breathing new life into his tournament. Needed to catch the queen, and he did. Now he's got about 550K, which isn't a lot right now, 20K and 40K of the blinds. So he's just got over just north of 10 big blinds. That's what I was curious about.
Odd range 120, 712.
So Galen here, he bumped it up to 120 with pocket 5s. Doug did fold pocket 7s there. You can see him fold them in frustration. He kind of wasn't sure, wasn't really happy with the situation there. Felt like he might have the best hand, though. I imagine that's why he showed some frustration.
Yeah, plenty of players behind. He wasn't sure he wanted to go broke.
Cameron Law did make the call on the big blind here with 7-4. Check the flop. Galen c-bet, and Cam did get out of the way. You said you don't know?
I'd have to look.
So once again, if you are watching this from your house, on your couch, there's a $300 buy-in today starting at 11 a.m. It's a $315 buy-in with a single re-entry for $300. It'll give you $60,000 in starting chips. It is our championship event of this weekend. It'll help crown the player of the series. It'll help decide. And late registration for that tournament is open until approximately 5 p.m. today. It'll be the 4th of 4 tournaments here for the Dakota Jim Dandy Poker Festival live from Spirit Lake Casino and Resort, just outside of Devil's Lake.
That's right, Jerry. It's been a very booming weekend so far, starting on Thursday night. We had a $100 turbo event. Friday night, we had our very first ever pot limit Omaha high-low tournament. And you're watching the final table from Saturday's monster event. Today, a $300 championship monster set, 60 game chips.
Yep, we'll award over a total of $100,000 after Sunday's tournament's all said and done. This tournament alone here on Saturday, the prize pool was over $55,000. So.
Yes, very large.
189 entries we had on Thursday. For that $100 turbo, your champion there was Isaiah Trottier. Friday for the $150 buy-in pot limit Omaha high-low event, we had 166 total entries. Your champion for that tournament was the phenomenal AJ Thompson, my best friend, I might add.
I'm going to be honest, that cuts a little deep sitting next to you.
Well, you know. And then this one had a total of 344 buy-ins here, creating a prize pool just north of $55,000. 14,000 and change here up top for the winner. Looks like we do have action here. Garrick's going to bet 160K. He's got second pair on the flop here. Galen, though, does have top pair. Oh, see, they're hitting it back there. So it looks like Galen made the flop call, and he did check the turn. The turn was a 4. Garrick's going to basically shut down here on the turn. I mean, he might call a bet here 4 in the river. I wonder if Galen will either go for value or check here as well. Let's see. And he goes check. I don't believe Garrick will bet here. Yeah, he checks back. His jack didn't even matter there in that situation. He figured if he does have a queen, they're going to chop it up anyway, and he'll lose to an ace.
So Galen looks like moving into the chip lead there, just leapfrogging Garrick. 1.6 million to Garrick's 1.4. looks like we are getting some 100K plaques in play, I see now. Eric Hanson with a few in front of him. Those are worth 100K, those red square plaques. Players love having those in their stands.
Cam folded 10-7. Not sure what's going on there.
Interesting fold there, considering it's the best hand in poker. Flops the most full houses statistically proven.
That is true.
You see Doug Yankton in the 10 seat. I mentioned it yesterday, but I'm not sure my commentary got through on any of the streams. We're having issues, but Doug Yankton is the driving factor that got us here into Spirit Lake Casino, our partnership. And we are very appreciative of him and very happy to be a part of this Dakota Jim Dandy Poker Festival. It's just been great for the players, for the dealers. We love coming out here. Josh Chandler there with the pocket jacks. He's stacking up a raise.
Looks like Eric did limp in right there in front of him here with 40K, but Josh made it 4 times the big blind with pocket jacks.
Yeah, we'll see how this one shakes out. Galen with the queen jack of hearts, he calls.
Yep, he's got position on the button there.
Which is for sure gonna get Garrick in there. And
yep.
Jerry, he's gonna put on his camo hat. He's walking in the woods. He's gonna be 500. We'll see what happens.
Ace, queen, 10. So Galen does flop the best hand here, pair of queens. Same gut shot that Josh has with the jack. Garrett checked. Josh checked as well.
If you're dealt pocket jacks and you see that flop, you're really not happy.
Galen checks as well. 7 of hearts on the turn here. Great card for Galen. Already had the best hand.
Yeah, very dicey turn card. Queen, jack of hearts. Looking real spicy now.
So
Garrett,
Josh, he might think he has the best hand here with both players checking. On the checking and flop. Not really sure what Galen has behind him, but he's definitely going to get a customer here. I'd imagine Galen will call here, but also raising, definitely a viable option.
Yeah, we'll see if he wants to go crazy here. I think a call is probably what's going to happen. Indeed, he does. Garrick with the 5s. He's seen enough. So we'll see what happens on this river card. There's 1 jack left in the deck.
That's his only out to win
Josh can win, and they can chop it with a king. As long as it's not over. 10 of spades, 10-7 would have made a full house. Yep.
You can only be like consistently good for so long. You know what I mean? So you go pick up the weapons there. Yeah, for sure.
Josh looking at that board and thinking, man, I really can't beat anything.
I'd imagine it's going to go check here. It might not, but
he said, well, I could have beat a 10, but not anymore. I certainly can't beat an ace or a 9. I think I'm going to bet again.
and it does go
Galen
check.
happy to table his hand for that run out as well. Nice pot for him. He's going to add to his chip lead.
Got it. Keep it up, bro.
so Galen there's probably got about 25% of the chips in play at this point. 20 to 25%.
What did it say? He's got 2.1.
Yep, 2.1.
Yeah, that's just about 25%. So sorry, viewers. We are having a few visual issues with the screen. Kind of cutting in and out. So once again, thanks for joining us, viewers. If you haven't already, make sure to like the feature table on Facebook, subscribe on Twitch, whatever streaming service you're watching on. And feel free to share the heck out of this video. Could get one of our RPT tables in the background there hanging out watching the stream.
Yep.
Arrange players and then
Okay.
As always, you can always go to roughriderpokertour.com, click on the calendar tab to see when we will be in your area. Next weekend we are off. We're always off on Thanksgiving weekend, but we're back at it right away in December. We do have the main event coming up here at the Bismarck Elks Lodge. That's a second weekend in December, $300 buy-in, custom RPT championship bracelet there to the winner. And as we have been doing for the past 4 years, I believe, the North Dakota State Poker title will be over New Year's. It's an estimated $100,000 prize pool. That'll be $150 buy-in. We've had 700 plus entries each time we've done it. First prize is around $20,000 for that tournament. I don't know if the snack bar is open. So Keith's going to step out of the booth here for a little bit here. We do have a break coming up here in just under 15 minutes. We'll be chipping off the blue 5K denomination chips at that point. Blinds will go to 25 and 50K. So this hand here is folded around to Garrick in the small blind. He's going to complete with Jack 6, but Josh looks like he's going to announce his presence here with Ace Queen offsuit in the big blind. Epi will raise there, and Garrick will lay it down.
Yeah, I gotta remember the 2 raise to 190. 1 fold.
This is 2 on time for poker players. The tournament starts at 11. This is 2 on time.
So it looks like it folded around to Doug in the cutoff. He limped in with Jack 10 of clubs. Garrick says he's not going to stand for that. Makes it 150K on the button. Josh in the small blind here with King 7 of diamonds. Looks like he kind of wanted to get involved there, but he thought better of it laid down. And Doug will make the call there. He definitely wants to see a flop here with Jack 10 of clubs. He's not going to give up easily. So Garrick here in position with the best hand and control of the pot. Let's see what the flop brings. Flop comes Jack 3, 4, 2 clubs. Doug pretty much gets the best flop he can imagine. And he moves all in, and that's just going to shut it down there. Garrick's going to fold, and we'll move on to the next hand.
So Galen, Pam, and Chad at 3, we're going to slide each of you up 1 seat so that the 3 seat is open. You are the only 3 that will move. And then it's easy for me to see the action, so I don't. Yep, at 3. You don't have to.
Where's he gonna go to then?
He's gonna stay there. 6 is empty right now. It's just the 3 of you.
Oh, 3, 4, and 5.
Yeah.
Oh,
3, 4, and 5 are gonna move up 1.
So they're gonna be on 4 top.
Yeah. Then I can see the action, and I don't have to ask questions about it.
So once again, our championship event here, this Sunday tournament does kick off here in about 5 minutes. It's a $315 buy-in, $60,000 in starting chips, 30-minute levels. There's 1 re-entry available per person in that event through the first 9 levels. So re-entry and late entries open till approximately 5 p.m. today. If you were thinking about coming down for the 4th of 4 tournaments here of the Dakota Jim Dandy Poker Festival. Looks like Nick's got Ace Queen. He's going to open the pot to 145,000. Folds around to the blinds. They'll both get out of the way. Check it out there. Looks like Doug just open folded ace jack there. Doesn't want to get involved. Fold it around to Cam. He's going to complete. Galen's going to check from the big blind. Flop comes 10-7-3. Cam checks. Galen's going to bet, and imagine Cam will just lay it down. So Garrick's going to open up the action here with 9-5 offsuit, raising up to 110K. Folds all the way around to Eric in the big blind. He does have ace-10 of hearts. I'd imagine he will make the call here, and we'll see a flop. Flop comes 9-10-3. Eric does flop top pair, top kicker. Garrick flops second pair.
All right, if you sign up to play poker, we're going to get started here. Seat cards over here on the feeder.
All in.
All in call.
Betting and all in here.
We're going to be spread across 3 tables to start.
Garrick all in here. He does have second pair, but
This
Eric's
is
got
event
top pair.
68D.
Garrick, he is the one all in. Cannot see what is happening.
Chips.
Some visual issues, but
This is a one re-entry tournament.
so it looks like that just
It's the player's responsibility to verify that the chip stacks are correct. You
looks
guys
like
should have
Garrick
10 black,
won the
100
pot
chips,
somehow.
6
9-5
yellow,
versus
500 chips.
Ace-10, he had Garrick hit second pair there. They got it all in the flop, and yeah, it looks like he turned a river to 9-10. Yeah. Yeah.
What happened beforehand? He was
So he was, Garrick was in control of the pot. He raised the pot pre-flop. Eric called the big. Eric checked. And then Garrick c-bet, and I think Eric went raised, and then Garrick went all in.
You're talking about this hand.
Yes.
I'm talking what knocked him down to get so short.
one.
Looks like Galen here, flop, flush draw. He's going to bet and take that pot. Did anybody wake up here? So players will be going on a short break here in 2.5 minutes. About a 15-minute break here to chip off. The blue 5Ks will be introducing more 100K placards.
Yeah, that's quite the castle of chips that Galen Robertson has going on right there. It's going to look a lot different when all those blues come off. So Chad Wages with the spots with 100,000 pocket fours. Eric Hanson with the pocket eights. Shipped it all in for 320 total. Chad Wages here is in a race against 2 overs, but he is in fact dominated.
So Eric, a huge favorite here to double up. 80% favorite here, just looking to fade a 4 currently. King 9-6 on the flop, just going to have to fade a 4. There's an 8 on the turn to lock it up for the double up.
All right, guys, we're going to get started. Blinds are starting at 100, 100. Appreciate you guys coming out. Good luck today. Shuffle up and deal.
Eric Hanson with the ace-7 of hearts. We'll see how he wants to go. Well, it looks like Chad shipped it for 5. Indeed it is.
And yep, looks like players will be going on a 15-minute break here.
And there you see on the screen the VP voluntarily money put in the pot, big rushing factor. No surprise.
And then